Hello. I wanted to do a video on my new toy, which my friend just bought it for me as a gift to say thank you for some stuff I did for him. So it's the Mavic Air 2, the new drone that just came out, the new DJI drone. So once the weather clears up, I'll take her out for a test run. It's supposed to be amazing. Battery life is longer, control and everything is more sensitive, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. So here it is. It's the drone. It's about the size of my hand. It's not heavy at all. And it's got the camera controls, or the camera thing, so take that off. Pop out the legs. It folds up like that so you can carry it like in your backpack, or makes it, what do you call it? Portable, more portable. Sorry, brain fart. In the box you have the drone, and then you pull this thing back, and then you have your controller. That's totally different than the usual drones, and then your box of accessories. So the controller is totally different. It's also about the size of my hand. It's squared rather than the gun grip type feeling. So this is going to be very entertaining to see how it handles different with the other controllers and stuff. So you put in you have your little thumb pieces or underneath right here. You pull them out and then you just screw them in. That makes it also easy to work with. You have this part you pull out, so you can put your cell phone in there, and then the cable's already built in, so you can plug your phone in. That leaves the mess of cables running down your controller and getting in the way and stuff. So that's actually a new updated thing. So that's really good. Much easier than, because before you like pull out the bottom of the controller and you stick your phone in there, you try to run the cable in to plug it in. So that got kind of a little messed up. The connection would sever if your phone slipped out or something. So this was probably going to be much better. But there's no antennas, so I'm sure it's built in, but usually there's two antennas sticking up. And then you have your basic, let me see if you can see that. Should be up here, I guess. So you have your return to home button, your tripod select, normal select, and sports select, your power button. I believe this is your camera or photo, video or photo, which now it's just one side is record or shoot. Usually it was one or the other. And then your function button. Up here probably for your gimbal, and then your shoot, take a picture for video. So it feels good. It's a good grip, good size. That's important too, because like when you play PlayStation or Xbox and the controller doesn't fit your hand, it changes everything. No matter how good you are at a game or how much fun you're having, it's frustrating if your hand doesn't really quite fit right. So this seems to be a really good fit. We'll test it out when I can. And then your accessories, you have your charger, your cables for like if you use an iPhone or use an Android or a Pixel phone or whatever, the different. You have extra thumb controls. That's good in case you run out. And then your propellers. Put the propellers on. This is a good key point. So on the top of the propeller you have a silver circle on it. I don't know if you can see that. And then on this one you don't, see? It's just a black. And then on your drone you have gray, like the motors with gray lines on the top, the two, and then on these two motors there is no, like this motor has the no gray, and this one has a little gray line on it. So that means the propeller with the gray circle on it goes with the gray lines, and it's an easy push and turn. You just push it down and turn, lock it in. And then another gray one, push lock. The ones without the gray, push lock. Oh, I had a gray on it. Well, so there you go. So you should have no gray, 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 no gray. So caddy corner, they match up. And then that's how you put them on. See? Very simple. And it's just a twist and lock. So you don't have to keep the propellers on. You can take it somewhere and then put them on when you get there. To charge the battery, let's see. The battery is kind of big, but they said it gets much more flight time, which that's going to be really fun to find out. And the charger seems pretty simple. Plug this into the wall, and I'm sure you can buy like the multiple charger packs, but for one battery, it comes in, you just connect it like that, let it charge, the lights will light up. And then if you want to charge the controller, you can do it through any USB, like what is it called, the thick one, not the micro SD plug, but the other one. You can plug your USB in here and straight to your controller, plug it into that slot, and then charge it. So you can charge them both with this if you have the little cord to plug it in. So, or you can just charge this separately. So that's pretty convenient and simple. I mean, they make it pretty simple. I mean, there's not much to it. Flying them is the only part you gotta figure out, but that's even easier. I heard it's very quiet, so let's find out real quick. So to turn it on, you push the button to 1, 2, hold it down the second time, and you'll hear the engines. And then the same on the controller. 1, 2, and let it, and then you're on. And then once it connects, I should put my phone in, of course, and connect it through the DJI app, but I'm sure it works fine this way. We'll just turn the engine motors on and see what happens. Actually pretty quiet. Wow. Not bad at all. Usually when drones, because they fly around, they're loud. If you're high up, yeah, it sounds like a mosquito. But if you're not, because Japanese law says that you have to be like within line of sight. So if you're keeping it that close, it can be annoying for people around you. That if they don't know what you're doing, they just hear the boo flying over their head, then yeah, they'll complain or So a quieter drone is always better, so it doesn't draw attention. People don't get annoyed by it. Oh, this is going to be fun to see. Camera-wise, camera seems very, very well done. I like that. It's the way it's made, the material, it's much more stable, it seems, and more durable. Supposedly this drone has a lot more sensors and more things, but we'll find that out when I fly it. But underneath, if you can see, it's got several sensors on the bottom, probably for height, speed, and then not to hit anything, avoidance system. Then on the front, it also has two sensors, so that's probably good for avoidance. And then even on the where it's lighting, I don't know if that's a sensor, just a light, but on the back it has two more sensors. So it seems like it's well. Oh, on the sides you have your left side little hidden cubby hole thing, and that's for charging, I'm sure, or connecting to a computer, more likely if you want to transfer the data from the SD card directly. And then on the other side is the thing for the micro SD card. I mean, other than that, well, these are all the wires have been wrapped in some kind of like material. Looks like what do you call it? Like a hard, I don't know what you call it, Kevlar type material. And then you have a lot of vents on the sides and underneath. So that's probably good for airflow. Make sure it doesn't overheat. It's extremely light. It's not as light as the Mavic Mini, of course, because I mean that's made to be light. The only problem I love the Mavic Mini. It's one of my favorite drones because it's so easy to fly. It's quiet. The only problem is on a windy day, you have to be extremely careful because the Mavic Mini, which is the one like this, the smaller mini one, the wind, it's in Japan they're under 199 grams, but in the States I think it's under 250 grams. So it doesn't take a big strong wind to mess it up. Just a good steady comes, and you're pretty much, it'll tell you more to bring it down or land it because the wind. But this one, it's not that light where it seems like it'll be an issue, but it's also not that heavy where it's like a burden to carry with you. Well, hopefully one of these days I can take it out, give it a little test fly, and I'll let you know. But it's a beautiful drone. Not too big. I love the controller. I'm really excited about this. Look at that. Put the phone right in there. Because some people have huge phones and smaller phones, and then you just have to adjust those handle grip things to fit the phone, and sometimes it's too big, and then you got to put the cable. So this is. Let's see how the camera moves real quick. Try to adjust the camera. There we go. See, it moves smooth. I don't know if you can see it or not. Here, I'm gonna put it up. You can see the camera slowly coming up. I believe this camera is. Doesn't say it on it. I know it's more likely. I'm sure it's 2 and 4K, but it might be. I don't remember if it's more than that or not. I didn't read. I'll have to check later. It looks fun. I'll let you see when the gimbal adjusts. It's pretty cool. You can see kind of an idea of what the gimbal can do. So watch the camera adjust to the. There we go. It has a lot of movement. All right. Well, I'll let you know once I take it up and fly it. Hopefully soon. Once the weather clears up, go down to the beach or something and give it a test fly. Thank you. Hope you enjoy.